The excitement was too much for you.
Oh man, this was too much.
This is like, for me, this is the epitome of Final Fantasy. This was my youth.
Welcome to Cue the Score. My name's Rhett.
My name's Seth.
We're brothers, we're composers, and in this podcast, we review music from different mediums, movies, TV, video games, and we talk about what makes for good scores. And today, we're talking about the battle themes from Final Fantasy. This is our tier list.
Cue the score!
Cue the score! This is our opinion, so of course, let us know in the comments what you think, where you think we went wrong, or your favorites. We're going to go all the mainline games, all the numbered mainline games, except for number, like if it's a number 2. And we're just going to go one game at a time and put them up there, and we'll have a joint discussion on where they will be ranked. So
yes.
Even if one is like my top and one's not his top, we might have to compromise a little bit.
I know, I haven't heard a lot of these. I've only played a few of the games. So you've played a lot more than me. So this will be interesting.
Yeah, I've played most, definitely not all. But regardless, the criteria here isn't just favorite songs. This is how well do we think that game wrote a battle theme.
We're going through from 1 all the way up to 16. So this will be interesting to see how the end tier list ends up looking.
Right. Yeah. Here is Final Fantasy 1. Okay.
See, these first ones are going to be hard for me because it's just pure nostalgia from playing the original Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, and
it's going to be tough.
Ones are. The first one, it's so iconic. Yeah, it was the first. I think it's really good out of the gate. It's a really good first one. I'm not going to say that about everyone, just letting you know. I'm not just trying to make each one amazing. But I love how it changes. You have to be in the battle for so long sometimes. And, making sure it's not repetitive and making sure you're progressing. We're always talking on this podcast about music being progressive so the story keeps going. And when you're sitting in a battle, turn-based battle for a while, like... You want it to kind of feel like you're moving. So I think this does that really well.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. There's definitely that. It's energetic. It's exciting. You get that sense of danger. Very effective.
So where would you put this? I'm thinking pretty high on this, actually. I can't imagine that we're going to use too many of these D's or C's down here, but...
Yeah. Well, when you have a composer as good as I can't think of his name. What's his name?
Nobuo Uematsu.
Yes.
Probably bad pronunciation.
Every single one of these games just has amazing music. He's an amazing composer and did an amazing job at every single one of these. So, and that's going to be the interesting thing too, is the fact that all of these songs are the same composer.
Yeah, and he does follow, for a lot of them, there's a similar style for the battle music. So you'll hear this kind of similar structure. So sometimes we might be like, okay, it's getting a little, I don't know,
Yeah.
I mean, Final Fantasy 1, that one's a banger for me. I think, Final Fantasy 1, I think that one's a banger for me. I think I would put that one especially for the limitations. I might put that in S plus.
Yeah, I think I'd agree.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Bam! Number 1 on the
Number
board.
1, got it.
All right. Next, Final Fantasy 2. I like this one better than the first, actually.
Musically, there's a lot of interesting things that are happening in this one. I feel like he was very much more exploratory in this one rather than the first one.
Yeah.
And tried a lot of new things when this one came out.
Yeah.
That being said,
pretty heightened in this one.
yes. Yeah. Musically, I think I would score this one higher than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Nostalgia-wise, I think I like the other one better.
Yeah.
But musically, I think I'd have to give it to this one.
Yeah, I agree. I played 2 way after I played 1. So nostalgia-wise, I definitely have more same on the first one. But yeah, musically, I think 2 kicked it up a notch for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm putting that in front of Final Fantasy 1. Yeah, it's so much more orchestral too.
Yeah.
You know,
you have all these
so
little
much
colors and flourishes and cool bits throughout the whole thing that just kind of come in and out, which is just really cool.
Yeah, and chaotic in a good way.
Yeah.
No, there's a bit more dread or fear to this, and this is normal battle music, not like not like a boss theme. So,
yeah, right.
Pretty impressive.
Okay, hold on a second. Now this one, Final Fantasy 3. Is this one actually Final Fantasy 3, or is this one technically?
This
like,
one's
where this one? This is the one that everybody kind of gets confused about because it's a weird. Because it's released differently here than it is
correct
over there.
Well, I mean, 2 is also different as well. So 1 is the same. Final Fantasy 2 was a different 2 than we got. And Final Fantasy 3 is a different one as well. Yeah, up till I think 5 we got back. No, that's not right. 7 we got back on track.
7, everything started lining up with the Japan releases.
Right. And everything in between 2 and 6 had different numbers depending whether you were in the US or Japan.
Yeah. So this is the US number 3.
This is the this is the regular number 3. So
what does that mean?
That means the one
is that
was
the Japan number 3 or is that the US number 3?
This is Japan number 3.
Okay.
This is the order that they were released in the world.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is number 3 that we did not get for a long time. So structurally, I think we're still in a similar vein. I do think it introduces a very classic intro in this one, where you're starting to get that guitar like da 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 da. That's super Final Fantasy battle music.
Yes.
However, I feel like this melody, this composition in particular, is pretty forgetful for me.
Yeah.
It's not it's still fine, but I'm not as like, my blood's not pumping. It's not making me more invested in what's going on.
Yeah. Right. So from a from a storytelling perspective, you're saying that you don't like this one as much.
Yeah, I dropped off a little bit. I still like it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Well,
But the
maybe
other two,
maybe
I
even
think,
like it. I don't know. I probably wouldn't choose to go listen to this.
yeah. I mean, I agree. I think the other two are definitely more exciting as battle music goes. And so I think I agree with you.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have a lot of similar
Yeah.
ideas and
We
tastes
think-
when it comes to this.
yeah.
We think very similarly. So
Yeah, I agree. So 3. I mean,
maybe A.
I might go as low as B or A. You want to go A? Again,
We'll do B. We got 16 of them.
Yeah.
So
let's spread ourselves out. We can always change later. Okay, sounds good. It's in B for now. Sorry if that's your favorite one. It's still in the middle there. It's not C or D. I don't know that we're even going to, unless we come across a really bad one. This one got better.
I agree. This one brings back all that nostalgia
This one,
as a warm blanket.
yeah, for sure. This one I feel like starts getting into my golden era of gaming,
Yeah.
which is around 6, you know, and I
Yeah.
feel like this one's pretty similar to 6 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one, and yeah, it really brings that melody, that pumpingness. It really brings me into the battle. Yeah, what do you think?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I might go
It's tough.
S. Maybe not
Yeah.
S plus, but S.
Yeah, I think that's where I'd put it too. I agree. S.
S. You are S. Very good.
Now,
very good.
this Final Fantasy IV is not to be confused with the Final Fantasy IV that came out on, what was it, the DS? Or it was one of the Game Boys, right? Which is also labeled as Final Fantasy IV.
I'm not sure. There's a Game Boy, like regular Game Boy, Final Fantasy Legends 1, 2, 3. They re-released Final Fantasy 3 on the DS as a remake and with like 3D graphics. Outside of Japan, go 1, 4, 6, 15. So we got Final Fantasy 1, and then we skipped to their Final Fantasy 4.
Yeah.
And then we skipped to their Final Fantasy 6. So we just didn't get the in-between games. And and then after 6, we got everything after that. Okay, now we're on 5. This is good too.
That bass is such a common theme in these. Is bum 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 bum
Yeah.
bum.
Yeah, I do really like this. I know a lot of people really love this one as well.
Yeah.
I really like that. Oh, that was wrong. I really like that this one is a little bit of a change in terms of tone. Like
Yeah.
Like the key that each one is in is usually fairly similar.
Yeah. Right.
This one seems like it has a little bit more of that like grandeur adventure vibe rather than just we gotta do this, we gotta do this.
Right.
This one I feel like you got some more sweeping string kind of feel, more like rolling hills going through the mountains. We're on an adventure.
Yep.
So to me, that makes this very good because in terms of storytelling, they're not just doing the same thing. They, it's really nice when somebody can do a similar. You're composing for a battle theme. However, you can make it feel however you'd like, as long as you're still keeping the main idea but giving a different shade. I do like that a lot about this one.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. As in terms of where I would place it, me personally, I do like this one, but I think I still have to put 4 higher than this one, just due to nostalgic factor.
As in, yeah, as in after 4 on S or on A?
I think I'd put it as A.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I could probably go either, but I'm fine with A. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we got it. We got a variety so far. All right, now we are on 6.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
I
man.
just about,
This
no.
is
I just hit over my lights and everything.
good.
I think I'm good. Luckily, my camera and my mic did not get unplugged because my power strip. I hit the light and my power strip fell off the desk.
The excitement was too much for you.
Oh man, this was too much.
This is like, for me, this is the epitome of Final Fantasy. This was my youth, all wrapped up into one. This, I mean, so good. This game right here is some of my favorite Final Fantasy music of all the Final Fantasy games. I mean, for me, this automatically goes in the S+ tier. I don't care what anybody says. That's where it's going.
100%. But why?
But
why, Seth?
It's so good. I mean, from purely a storytelling perspective.
Yeah, convince me, because I'm not convinced.
Yes, you are. Don't lie. I know your thoughts on this one. But from a storytelling perspective, this one was really cool because there's a lot of industrial aspects to this game. And in this battle music, you get a very industrial feel. Mm-hmm. So the storytelling fits so good. And the music is just amazing. So lots of colors, lots of excitement. It fits the storytelling. You feel that sense of danger. You know something's happening. You got to get out of this situation. It hits all the feels.
Yeah, like this. I mean, this is my favorite video game of all time. And I even came into this thinking like, okay, well, but maybe, I shouldn't let that color my choice of a battle theme, because you can still have like a battle theme that's lesser in, your favorite game. But
right.
as we're listening to it and you're talking about it, I'm like, yeah, this industrial steampunk vibe. The music is gritty. This was by far the darkest Final Fantasy so far,
Yeah.
and arguably maybe top 2 darkest Final Fantasies in terms of story and like bad news that
Yeah.
happens.
Right.
Yeah, they you have that rock vibe still in there, which has always been a thing. You always kind of got
Yeah.
that kind of rock vibe going,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a little grittier in this one.
Yeah.
I even like when you're saying the industrial steampunk vibe. I feel like I can't pinpoint it, but I feel like I can hear sounds that are like releasing steam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um. Uh.
Which, I mean, it just thinking about the opening of this game, how you go into the city, you get the mech suit, and like you see the steam rising up in different aspects of the town, and just it just fits so perfectly to this game.
Yeah. So from scoring and matching matching the world, matching the vibe, matching the emotions of what's going on, like I feel like the other ones had more freedom to be a little more like, well, this theme could work, this theme could work. This one was a shoe-in for this particular game.
Yeah. I think the other ones was definitely just like, okay, this is a fun adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And this one was like, all right, this is where he really started to take his stride, I think.
Yeah.
And found the real tone of these games.
Yeah. And and this was the first time, well, not the first time. They started getting better at storytelling, like 4 and 5, they started getting better at storytelling, and then they realized, oh, we can really tell stories here. And 6, I think, was like, okay, we got a little practice and we know now we can like unleash. And 6, I think, is a perfect representation of they've practiced all these things for a bit. We've got these skills. It's like Pixar. Like they used to, I don't know if they still do this, but each movie at Pixar in the beginning was like, this movie was an exploration in learning how to animate textures, and this one was a different animation technique that they tried to learn.
Monsters
and get better.
Inc. was learning how to animate the fur and the hair and the things like that, and yeah, definitely.
So I feel like in a similar way, not that they had the same kind of mission, but I feel like they were able to figure out battle systems, music, storytelling. Yeah, I feel like between 1 and 6, this is like a generation of a style, this pixel art style, and like 6 is just the pinnacle, the explosion of everything from 1 to 5, and it's just like boo, 6. It was something else. So well done on that one. All right, next song, Final Fantasy 7. Oh man, this is. I think. Okay, so my opinion. This is this is the best music so far. Like, I think I have more nostalgia for 6. just because that was my golden era. But
Yeah.
and so I was already hooked into Final Fantasy by then. But 7.
This one was such a big game changer. I mean, literally, because one, this was the jump to PlayStation,
Yeah, 2D
which
to
was
3D.
leaps and bounds above Super Nintendo. And now you had so much more sound capabilities. And so we get much more orchestral sounds in this one than we did in the past.
Yeah.
You know, because we're still working with 16-bit audio. And now we're in Super Nintendo and we have so much more that we can do.
I'm sure he could have composed something like this before. However, I mean, yes, there's practice, but also he just was, you're restricted with that technology. And then they're like, yeah, now you can do pretty much
You
anything
got some
you want.
more wiggle room.
Yeah, it's still synths, but they sound way more convincing than they did before. And you can just have, so many more instruments in there where you were limited before. So this was like go to the symphony, go see an orchestra play and hear all the ins and outs and the woodwind section and the brass section and the percussion, strings. This was like, let me compose for a symphony.
Yeah. And the storytelling in this game was so leaps and bounds above almost any other game at the time.
It was
in my opinion.
Yeah, it was
in the games that I played.
It's the first time that I feel like it became cinematic.
Yeah.
And before it was like, I think 6 has some of the best storytelling ever in a video game, but not in a necessarily cinematic way because of its genre and because of its format. And that's fine. It is what it is. That's its own, thing and world. But like you said, we're in a completely new world here. 3D, not 2D. Way more cinematic now. And that obviously from here on, it changes the trajectory for Final Fantasy and games, period.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Back to the music anyway. Definitely S+ for me.
Yeah, S+. I think this is the best song.
All the way.
I think this is the best song so far.
Yeah. Agreed.
For
absolutely agree.
Sure.
100%.
So, going right there.
I mean, I'd be willing to move almost everything down one and keep
because there's such a
Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 6 at the top.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going bam, 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 like that, or you mean these two with the other one?
Those two down to S.
Oh, I see.
Oh no, those ones down. You had it right. And then, yeah. Wait. Which ones did you move? Sorry, it's hard to see this.
It's okay. 2 and
so 7, Final Fantasy 7 and
6.
6 are on top. Okay, yeah.
And then it's
that's how I would do it.
2 and 1, 4, 5, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I would do it.
Well, we made it down to C. Begrudgingly, but I agree. Yeah. The only reason it goes down so much is because those two are so high.
Those two are just they're just so good. They're just so good. It's funny because there's certain songs from Final Fantasy VI that I will whistle to this day. And it's fun because nobody knows what it's from, but every once in a while there's that one guy who's like, I know that tune.
Yeah.
You're whistling Final Fantasy VI. I was like, how'd you know that?
Yeah. 100%. I do. In general, the Final Fantasy VI's soundtrack is my favorite. However, just on battle theme alone, yeah, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving to Final Fantasy VIII. This one's not my favorite.
No, I 100% agree. It's good, but it's, it's definitely not the level of the last two.
Yeah.
I think for me, and I might get hate for saying this, but I think this one almost feels slightly generic.
Yeah.
You know, I might get a lot of hate for saying
Yeah.
that, but that's just me. I feel like this one we kind of came down a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like this one was
compared to the
phoned in.
last two. So
sorry.
with that
Doesn't mean
said,
it's not a good game.
No.
I would still, I played it and vibe alone, you're focused on the battle, so
yeah.
So you're yeah.
That being said, where would you place this one?
I think I'd go C or D. Actually,
that was exactly what I was thinking.
And I like 3 better. Yeah, this one's my least favorite so far. So
yeah, I agree.
D.
Yep.
Sorry, Final Fantasy VIII. I mean, some people are like this. Their favorite. I mean, everybody has a favorite, right? So,
yeah,
not gonna make anybody happy. Okay. Sorry, 8. But also, like, as I'm switching over here, great game. They did a lot of modern, cool things with it. The animation got better. Storytelling was still very good. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Final Fantasy 9.
This one's good. This one, I like way better than 8.
Yeah.
Now, I think there's some interesting things that's happening here because I think this one's very much a callback to 7. Like, like it you have that sound of 7, but it's almost like they took the good parts of 7 and the good parts of 8 and combined the two. And we have 9. And you know what I mean?
And I actually feel half that. I feel like we took the good parts of actually all of them. Everything we've learned so far. We have this new style, cinematic style, from 7, 8. But I feel like the let's say the vibe went back to the originals. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we got a really good marriage of new and old in this one. That's just like, oh, this is like nostalgic already. Feels like the old retro ones, but now, which all of these are retro now, but
that's true.
But feels like the retro ones, but also is sitting in this cinematic pocket. Dang. If for it as a series on a whole, it's a very good bright light, kind of maybe representing the series as a whole.
Yeah. Agreed.
Loved it. Very orchestral.
Yes, very good. Very good.
All these horns, woodwinds,
It's a
percussion.
good mix of like orchestral and synth and rock all jumbled up into one.
Yeah. So where'd you go?
Oh, I think I would have to do S or S plus. I don't know which.
I think S, the first in S.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Either the first or second in S. Something like that.
I'd put it first.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah. I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
All right, 10.
10.
Final Fantasy 10. Very, very different. The style of the, I think this is where the style of the game really started to shift.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it kind of started with Final Fantasy VII, and this one was such a big jump because now we have proportionate characters, much brighter colors, much more futuristic vibe going on here than the previous fantasy style Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
You know
Voice
what I mean?
actors.
Voice actors in this one. As far as the music goes, still like the previous one better. I mean, this one's good. Definitely not my favorite.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of the most, I think it serves its purpose very well.
Yes, I agree with that.
I think it's the most non-intrusive in that, like, you're focused on the battle and that's supporting. I think it's the most supportive and less forefront so far.
Yeah, it doesn't call attention to itself as much maybe some of the other ones do.
Yeah, and that, yeah, so it's not my favorite. However, I think it's doing its job extremely well, and it's giving a clear vibe.
Yeah.
So I'm a little torn.
I think I'd put this one A or B. My personal opinion.
Yeah, I think first and B, maybe.
Yeah.
First and B. Sorry, tens.
We gonna have some haters?
Yeah. Like, it's a masterpiece, beginning to end. No missteps. 11, still a mainline title. However, this is the first online one.
Oh, that's right.
I'm actually quite impressed with this. I think it feels most out of place in the Final Fantasy genre.
Yeah. But there's an interesting thing that's happening with this game because we kind of had this 10 was very almost futuristic.
Mm-hmm.
And this one we go back to that fantasy style. So it's almost like, okay, we've gone this far, now we're jumping back into that fantasy realm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, which the music really fits that.
Yeah.
And I think it does a good job of like having that feeling of impending doom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Although I feel like it's the one so far that doesn't sound, let's say, as much like Final Fantasy as the rest, even though it still has a vibe.
Yeah.
Despite that, I feel like I get the same cinematic orchestral feeling that I got from 7.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Where it doesn't sound like the original retro format.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's just leaning on the cinematic side, orchestral side, which I think is really nice.
Definitely a lot of really cool things happening there. As far as the story and the gameplay and everything goes in this one, after 10, I don't think I really played anything after number 10. So I can't really speak to anything more than just the music.
11, if I'm just talking about the game for 2 seconds, the game, I was so excited to play it because, like, create your own character. It's like, whatever, online MMO, Final Fantasy. I had to play at my friend's house, which was like, I didn't get to play much. And so when I was at his house, I was like, let me start a character. It was so much fun. Very open world, obviously very MMO-y. Not as much story. But yeah, I mean, I'm AB, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm pretty.
I'd probably put it A.
Yeah. Before, after, 4 is pretty good.
Strong A.
Before or after? It's a little tough.
I think either for me.
Okay. I think I'll put it there. Maybe gets a little tick for it being an MMO.
Yeah.
A tick down for being an MMO. So, unfortunately, for 12, I played 12. I was old enough to go, have my own money and go stand in line for this, actually. We are disqualifying this one from this tier list because there's not really normal battle music. It's kind of structured after the MMO that you're out in the world fighting, and if you see an enemy, you just walk up to it, pull out your sword, and start fighting. And whatever the area music is, that's what continues to play. We can't really rate it like that, so
I think we just don't include that one because it's
could just
that one would be too difficult to.
Yeah, I can just remove it.
Sorry, Final Fantasy 12 fans. It's gone.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 12.
At least for this tier list.
Final Fantasy 12 is erased from existence.
Gone!
It's not even in the code anymore. Goodbye. So that takes us to Final Fantasy 13.
13, let's do it.
Which, in my opinion, is where we went wrong.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. If you love,
create some haters now.
If you love 13.
If we didn't already have some, we got some now.
Not bad though. Not a bad.
No,
thing.
not bad at all. This one definitely has a very, very different vibe than all the rest. Very Asian influenced.
Yeah, very. If somebody says Japanese RPG, even though this is all a Japanese RPG, but when you say Japanese RPG, I immediately hear like anime songs with those sweeping strings and flourishing melodies, and this is like big time.
What's interesting is the intro to this. I very much got a Final Fantasy / Castlevania vibe.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then it jumps over and has that Japanese influence.
Mm-hmm.
That it kind of turns into.
Yeah.
But
important to note, by the way, that Nobuo Uematsu left after 10-2.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So we have a different composer here.
For the last few, yeah. Masashi Hamuzu. His first Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy X with Nobuo.
And then after 10, Nobuo was gone. He left.
Correct. And he took over.
So it sounds like this one, the last one, he kind of kept to the style a little bit. And this one, he's like, okay, I'm going to kind of show my own colors. And
It does seem that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, great composer.
Yes. No, definitely. Definitely. I agree.
That makes things interesting. Where are we going? Where are we going?
I would probably put it A or B.
Second and A?
Yeah.
In front of the online one?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
This is a very scientific process.
Very scientific. Very scientific.
Okay, now we go to 14. This is the second
14
MMO, which they released a version of it, and it really did poorly, and they completely erased the game from history and re-released it as A Realm Reborn.
Oh, interesting.
It really
I didn't know that.
It was like a mess, apparently. And so they're like, just kidding. They like removed it.
Just kidding, here we go.
Yeah. And then they released it again. Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Okay, this is nice. It's actually a beautiful piece.
It is. Very different here again. We're starting to kind of get back to that nostalgic Final Fantasy.
Yeah, especially that beginning, I felt.
Yeah, especially with that bass and the drums. Yeah, that starts to come back in. But I feel like this one is much more. It has a fantastical vibe to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Almost like I was getting kind of Zelda vibes in this one in a weird way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And
it's
so
a little bit
watching
fantastical lighter.
Yeah. Listening to the music and watching the gameplay at the same time. The music by itself, I think it's awesome. But I don't know that it fits very well with the visuals.
Yeah.
Because it feels almost.
I can agree with that.
It feels more lighthearted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Than what's happening
on screen.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that sense of danger that we did in some of the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah, and that it does have a bit of an intro, but then after the intro, it very much follows this sweet melody with this maybe a piccolo on top.
Yeah, there's like a flute with some harp strings or something going on in there.
I think it's a beautiful piece on its own. It's not my favorite as a battle theme.
Yeah,
which
agreed.
Has high points in this game.
So as a battle theme and a storytelling aspect of it, I'm gonna have to say C or D. We're talking about battle music here.
Sorry, boss.
And I don't feel that as battle music goes, I don't think it hits the mark.
Yeah. Okay. It's last. Dead last. Specifically scoring, not composing. If we were talking about just composing, things might change a little bit. But we're talking about scoring means writing to something. So
yeah. Again, beautiful track.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of really cool things going on there, but
many times we've written music for somebody for a project where we're like, this is such a cool song. And they're like, yeah, but it doesn't fit. You know, like, oh!
It doesn't work for the story we're trying to tell.
Yeah, okay.
So you just gotta, it is what it is.
It is what it is. 15 I played. 15 I quit. So this one does have battle themes, but it also is depending on the area.
So this one's kind of like the other one.
But it does have like battle versions.
Specific battle.
Whereas 12, the same music kept playing. I believe this in like dynamic composing, which if you don't know what that means, it basically means you have music playing for the area, and then as soon as something happens and triggers it, it will fade in like a more intense version, or it makes changes within what you're hearing. We can take the first area. I like this piece.
I like this one a lot.
I like this piece a lot.
This one feels grand. It feels epic. It feels big. Very orchestral. A lot of colors and textures in there. Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Similar to the Final Fantasy to the last one, the Final Fantasy 14 one, how you have this like sweet melody kind of pulling it along, and then underneath is the engine, doom, 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 doom.
Yeah.
But it's so much more of a battle theme.
Yes. This one's not as whimsical as the last one.
Yeah, this melody to me is tension.
It makes you feel like you're on this grand adventure with this piece. It feels bigger than life. It feels huge. It feels epic. And this track does a good job of that.
This one is so much more expressive.
Yeah.
And telling emotions and story within it. I like it a lot. I don't have the nostalgia for sure, but I'm listening.
No,
it's a good piece, man.
It's a very good piece.
Oh dear, it's gonna be S or S plus for me.
Yeah,
I might put this in S plus. But the last one,
first of S. Or last of
Which
S+.
one? Which one? I don't want to decide. It's really good. I think it's an S plus.
I think it's an S plus.
I think it's an S plus.
S plus. Let's do S plus.
Because
it's such a good piece.
I think what's holding me back is that I keep trying to make nostalgia such a strong contributor, but it's not really fair.
No, I agree. I agree. So for that reason, S plus.
Yeah. And that takes us to the last one.
Oh, man.
Which this one I played and I platinumed this. They really came back to traditional fantasy, high fantasy. The whole cast and crew were directed to watch Game of Thrones to get the vibe. Like, this is a dark one.
Really?
Yeah,
interesting.
They had to watch that, and there are a lot of influences from Game of Thrones. So it's a lot grittier. It's more action RPG. I mean, a lot of these new ones are more action RPG, but this is more like mix in some Devil May Cry. It's rare that I've played such an epic fantasy. That's a lot of energy.
That was good.
I like it for the same reasons I like the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I think I like the last one a little bit more.
I agree.
So maybe I would put this the first in
S, second in S.
Second in S. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's
right there. That's where I'd put it. That was tough.
That is
That's
our
tough.
tier list.
We did it. We made it.
Wow.
Let us know what your order would be. Comment down below what your order is.
Tell us what we did wrong. Tell us what you didn't like. Tell us how terrible people we are. And with that, keep scoring, keep learning, and we'll see you next time. Cue the score.
Cue the score.